Hi, everyone. Thank you for attending the fifth session of the CAAC Learning Project. Since you are getting familiar with the acoustic cues through the previous 4 sessions, in this session, we are going to challenge ourselves and learn 2 acoustic cues, which are turbulence and voicing bar. Firstly, I will introduce the concept of turbulence and how to visualize the acoustic cue. Then, I will explain what a voicing bar is and how to visualize it. Turbulence is a useful acoustic cue for the identification of sibilants. We introduced fricatives in the previous session. When we produce a fricative, air escapes through a small passage and makes a continuous hissing sound. The fricatives in English are marked in blue in this table. Fricatives can be divided into sibilants versus non-sibilants. Sibilants involve a turbulent airstream that strikes an obstacle, such as the teeth. English sibilants include s, z, sh, zh. When we produce the sibilants, we can hear strong turbulence noises, in other words, hissing sounds. In contrast, when we produce the non-sibilants, the turbulence noises are weaker. English non-sibilants include v, z. In this session, we'll try to differentiate the non-sibilant th sound and the sibilant because they are very challenging for Chinese learners of English. The key acoustic cue is turbulence. The non-sibilant th sound has weaker turbulence noises, while the sibilant has stronger turbulence noises. Now, please have a look at the 2 words here and choose the one with the consonant that has stronger hissing sounds. In the first word, think, the underlined consonant is the th sound, which is a non-sibilant.
Think.
In the second word, sink, the underlined consonant is s, which is a sibilant. Remember, sibilants usually have strong turbulence or hissing sounds.
Sink.
Here's the visualized information generated by Pratt for the word sink. The spectrogram is displayed in the middle. The spectrogram shows the distribution of energy in different frequencies during the pronunciation of this word. The stronger the energy is, the darker the spectrogram is. The high frequencies are at the upper part of the spectrogram, and the low frequencies are at the bottom part of the spectrogram. Normally, when a sound has strong turbulence noises, the energy is very strong at the high frequencies, which is at the upper part of the spectrogram. Let's focus on the pronunciation of the sibilant of this word. We can see that the spectrogram is very dark at the upper part, indicating the existence of strong turbulence during the pronunciation of the sibilant. In contrast, the spectrogram of the non-sibilant th sound in the word think is very light at the upper part, indicating very weak turbulence. Here's a demonstration of how to understand the visualized feedback for differentiating the sibilant in the word sink.
Sink.
And the non-sibilant th sound in the word think.
Think.
On the left, as usual, we can see the visualized information of the 2 words with the key acoustic cue highlighted in red boxes and written in red. A very simple description of the key acoustic cue is provided at the bottom. On the right, we can see the logic of understanding the visualized information step by step. The key difference between the 2 words is whether they are sibilants or non-sibilants. We know s is a sibilant, and the th sound is a non-sibilant. A sibilant should have strong turbulence noises, and a non-sibilant should have weak turbulence noises. And at the upper part of the spectrograms, strong turbulence noises is displayed by a very dark area, while weak turbulence noises should be indicated by a very light area. For the first word, the spectrogram is very dark at the upper part, indicating strong turbulence noises. So this word should be think with the sibilant s. For the second word, the spectrogram is very light at the upper part, indicating weak turbulence noises. So this word should be think with the non-sibilant th sound. Now it's time to test your understanding of the acoustic cue turbulence. One of the pictures here shows the visualized information of the word think with a non-sibilant th sound. And the other one is about the word think with a sibilant s. Please find the one about think with a sibilant s. As mentioned, the spectrogram is very dark at the upper part for the sibilant sounds. S is a sibilant sound, and the spectrogram is very dark at the upper part in picture A. So picture A is the one shows the visualized information of the word think. Now let's move on to the second acoustic cue, voice in bar. As introduced in the previous session, there are 24 consonants in English, and they can be classified based on 3 dimensions. I talked about the manner of articulation in session 4 about fricatives, plosives, and approximants. In this session, our focus is on voicing. If we classify the English consonants based on voicing, we can get 15 voiced consonants written in orange in this table, and 9 voiceless consonants written in blue in this table. The production of the voiced consonants involve vibration of vocal folds. You can put your hands at the front of your neck and say and and you can feel the vibration of your vocal folds. The production of the voiceless consonants does not involve any vibration of the vocal folds. Again, you can put your hands at the front of your neck and say and you should not feel any vibration. In this session, we'll have a closer look at the voiceless consonant and in contrast with the voiced consonants and z. The key acoustic cue for differentiating the voiceless and voiced consonant is the voicing bar. Voiceless consonants do not have any voicing bars, and the voiced consonants have voicing bars. Here's an example of visualizing the voicing bar for the voiced consonant in the word van. During the production of the voiced consonant, the energy is very strong at the low frequencies. As I introduced, the high frequencies are at the upper part of the spectrogram, and the low frequencies are at the bottom part of the spectrogram. Therefore, at the bottom part of the spectrogram, we can see a very dark layer, and this layer is called voicing bar. For the voiceless consonant in the word fan, the energy is very weak at the low frequencies, so the spectrogram should be very light at the bottom part. In this picture, the spectrogram is very light at the bottom part, and there's no voicing bar. Here's a demonstration of understanding the visualized information for differentiating van with a voiced consonant v,
van,
and fan with a voiceless consonant f.
fan,
On the left, here's the visualized information of the 2 words with the key acoustic cue highlighted in the red boxes and written in red. A very simple description of the key acoustic cue is provided at the bottom. On the right, there's the logic of understanding the visualized information step by step. The key difference between the 2 words is whether they are voiced or voiceless. Now we know v is voiced and f is voiceless. A voiced consonant should have a voicing bar, and a voiceless consonant should not have a voicing bar. And the presence of a voicing bar is indicated by a very dark layer at the bottom of the spectrogram, while the absence of a voicing bar is indicated by a very light layer. For the first word, the spectrogram has a very dark layer at the bottom, indicating the presence of a voicing bar. So this word should be van with the voiced consonant v. For the second word, The spectrogram is very light at the bottom, indicating the absence of a voicing bar. So this word should be fan with a voiceless f. Here's a simple question. The two pictures show the visualized information about voicing bar for the word sip with the voiceless consonant s and the word zip with the voiced consonant z. Which one is about the word sip with a voiceless consonant? There's a voicing bar at the bottom of the spectrogram in picture A. And there's no voicing bar in picture B because the bottom layer of the spectrogram is very light. So the answer is B. Thank you for watching the last instruction video of the CAAC training project. Please complete the training tasks for this session and the recap and self-reflection tasks for session 6.